You're welcome back. It's still Health Matters, and we're discussing osteoarthritis. Now is the time that you can call in with your questions or your comments, your experiences. The number to call is 012206-842. That's 012206-842. And we're talking about deformities that osteoarthritis can cause. Now, these deformities, can they be fixed? Can they be, how do I put it, can they be corrected?
The ultimate treatment to osteoarthritis, as the final stage of treatment, it's surgical intervention. Okay, it's surgical intervention. Okay, and depending on the extent or the severity of the damage, we could offer the patient osteotomy, that is cutting of the bone. It depends on the severity, but ultimately, the patient might need a total joint replacement surgery.
How do you replace joints? You have prosthetic joints?
Yes, we have artificial joints that will cover or replace the damaged parts of the bone, the distal one of the distal thigh.
Do we do that kind of thing in this
country? We do it,
yeah,
frequently. Okay. We do it in our center.
The way you keep going is like the knee is actually the worst offender in this disease.
Yes.
So there's knee joint replacement.
Total knee replacement, total hip replacement, total shoulder replacement, total elbow replacement.
How about
total
fingers?
Ankle replacement. Fingers, we do arthrodesis. We fuse the joints of the fingers.
So these older people that we are seeing with, bent fingers and all that, is it ignorance that is causing us to see such things? Shouldn't we be, shouldn't they have corrected all those things, or are there some that can't be corrected?
There is no deformity that can't be corrected. It is awareness, and part of the prevention or the treatment strategies is, as what we are doing now, we are educating the public about the menace of osteoarthritis and where they can get help from.
Do you sometimes recommend physiotherapy sessions for people who have had maybe treatment?
Yes, physiotherapy is also part of the non-surgical method of treatment, because you need to strengthen the muscles around the joints.
So is it possible for someone with osteoarthritis to just have physiotherapy and no surgery?
It depends on the severity. It depends on the severity.
We're getting a phone call now. Let's quickly take this. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, calling from...
Ajao from Agbara.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Please, I want to ask doctor a question.
Yes, please go ahead.
I have injury on my left ankle. So since then, I've been feeling pain. More especially if I want to walk on staircase. I feel the pain on the joint. So I want to ask, what can I do?
When did you get the injury? I think that should be the first question.
About 3 months ago.
3 months.
Okay.
Pretty long.
Thank you, Ayo. You need to consult an orthopedic surgeon to be able to fully assess, take proper history, evaluate you, examine the ankle, and then he will probably request for a radiograph, X-ray of the ankle, and see, and go on from there.
Okay, when does a person begin to suspect that he actually has osteoarthritis and not just a sprain or, pain from trauma? When does someone begin to suspect?
Once you have joint pains, the most important thing is for you to consult an orthopedic surgeon, for him to be able to delineate or differentiate between a sprain or a strain or osteoarthritis or any other form of arthritis that could be occurring.
You can't do that on your own.
No, you can't do that on your own.
This must be osteoarthritis.
Because you will be taking some drugs that will also be harmful to the system.
These physiotherapy sessions, is it possible to... do we have a call on the line? Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, please, it's a case of my finger.
His finger? Go ahead.
It's a break on that several years ago through one. And I tell you, I don't want to say what to say.
Can you speak up a bit?
I said my coming.
Why don't you try and call again? We don't seem to be hearing you, Shegun. Let's try that one more time. Okay, can you prescribe these physiotherapy exercises or sessions which a patient can just go home and do and doesn't have to come to the hospital all the time? Because when I hear about physiotherapy sessions, it's like the person has to keep coming to the hospital?
Ideally, the physiotherapists are in charge of the exercises that we want the patient to have. Okay, once they have some few sessions, then you'll be taught what they can do at home, and then come back for follow-up and to see the progress of the exercise.
Okay, from what you're telling me, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Are you saying that surgery is 100% successful?
Surgery has its own drawbacks, because you cannot determine 100% that this operation is going to be successful. It depends on so many factors: anesthesia, the implants, the drugs, and all that, all what's not.
Okay.
But more than 80% of
That's-
cases will be
that's a good
successful.
score. That's a good
and we
score.
do it in Nigeria here. It's affordable and easily accessible.
Now, you spoke of sometimes having to cut some of the bone. When you cut the bone, wouldn't that cause more abrasion rather than relief? What's the science behind cutting off some of the bone?
I mentioned surgical management.
Yeah.
As part of surgical management, I said osteotomy, that is cutting of the bone.
That's right.
Okay, and that is only done for younger patients who have a limited amount of damage to the joint. Okay, the purpose of that cutting or osteotomy is to remove the stress from that area and transfer it to another normal part. Okay, understand? So that the progression will be slowed down. But once it affects the entire joint, that osteotomy becomes contraindicated. You cannot do it for
Okay.
a total involvement of
Just
joint.
a localized
Yeah.
part, and for younger people.
Yes.
Can you explain if there's any importance of footwear, shoes, to the health of, the joints, at least the feet joints, if nothing else?
Yeah. As part of the management of osteoarthritis, we advise patients to wear flat, not high-heel shoe. And sometimes they put in insoles in their shoe just to cushion the effect of walking on the knee joints. And sometimes we also advise braces to the joints, especially the knee.
Oh,
knee
I know.
brace.
I've heard about hip braces. There are knee braces too.
Knee braces. That is common, and that is more common than the hip.
Than the hip brace, and they walk about with these knee braces.
Yes.
It's something. It's like an attachment to their body. Do
Yes.
they ever get to take them off?
You can take it off at night, but once you are walking, you must put it on
So it acts as a support,
as a support.
to the knee.
Yes. It
Okay.
prevents that movement of the bone. It minimizes the excursion of the bone.
How about people who don't yet have any condition as such? Do you have any advice for them as per footwear or, lifestyle generally?
Okay. Lifestyle generally, you must eat healthy diet. You must engage in regular physical exercise. Then watch out for your weight, most importantly. And then don't involve in high impact loading exercise or activity.
Like fetching water, we do that a lot.
You can do that. But some occupations have been associated with the development of osteoarthritis, like farmers, for instance, like miners, dock workers.
Because of the
Okay.
bending?
Repeated bending, prolonged bending will have a negative impact on the structure. Once they notice that they have pains in the joint, they should consult an orthopedic surgeon, who will then advise on appropriate orthosis or
What's orthosis?
assistive orthosis, the braces,
The braces,
just to
okay.
assist in the containment of the movement of the joints.
And they can wear these while they work.
Yes, while they work, and then take some painkillers, analgesics, okay, while they work if they are having pains.
Any place for massage?
Exercise, massage is also part of physiotherapy exercises. Massage, transcutaneous electrical nerve stimulation, infrared application, all that are part and parcel of physio exercise program.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ujudu. This
You're
has
welcome.
been very helpful. Thanks for coming.
You're welcome.
Thanks for being there with us. A pity we're having a problem with the lines. Thank you, Shegun, anyway. You can call in another time. And if you want to watch this program again, watch any of the repeat sessions, or You can watch previous ones on youtube.com/channelsweb. You can also tweet at me at Mary Alale. Thanks for being with us. Enjoy the rest of your day.